Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into a crucial issue affecting the 2024 election, the battle against election misinformation. As early voting kicks off, election officials are hustling to combat a growing wave of false claims in real time. Stick around as we explore how these officials are working to protect the integrity of the voting process and ensure a fair election. The rise of misinformation. Misinformation is already circulating in critical battleground states. Conservatives have been sharing uncorroborated instances of machines flipping votes, claims of widespread mail ballot fraud, and suggestions that delays in counting ballots indicate manipulation. These claims mirror those from 2020, when former President Trump and his allies sought to undermine the election results after his loss to Joe Biden. Election officials fight back. Election officials from local to state levels are actively preparing to combat this deluge of false information. Minnesota's Secretary of State Steve Simon urges voters to verify what they see on social media before believing it. As he puts it, our humble ask is that before people swallow whole what they see in their social media feed, they at least verify it against a trusted source. Brett Schaefer, a senior fellow at the Alliance for Securing Democracy, says officials are doing a much better job communicating changes in the election process this time around. They're working to short-circuit false narratives before they spread too far. Case number 1. Machines switching votes? In Nevada, the Washoe County Republican Party recently claimed that voting machines had switched votes from Trump to Harris. Sound familiar? It's reminiscent of 2020's debunked voting machine conspiracies. However, election officials quickly debunked this claim, saying no such complaints had been officially reported. In Texas, a similar rumor popped up, claiming that a voting machine changed a voter's selection. Officials from Tarrant County responded, stating the issue was resolved after the voter reviewed their paper ballot and received a new one. No votes were altered by the system. Case number 2. Georgia's vote counting timeline. Georgia's Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger found himself in the crosshairs over the weekend. He stated in an interview that Georgia would likely report 70 to 75% of its vote totals by 8 p.m. on Election Day, but would need additional time to count overseas and military ballots. Unfortunately, critics twisted his words, suggesting that 25% of the remaining vote would come from overseas or military ballots, implying delays were planned. This false interpretation quickly spread online. Raffensperger debunked the claims, stating that most of the early vote would be counted by 8 p.m., with additional results coming in later that evening. But the damage was already done and misinformation had taken root. Cut to screen text. Case number 3. Arizona mail ballots. In Arizona, officials are working to push back against the false narrative that taking multiple days to count ballots equates to fraud. As Maricopa County Recorder Stephen Richer pointed out, different states have different laws. In Arizona, hundreds of thousands of voters return their mail ballots on Election Day, making it impossible to count everything immediately. Case number 4. Unattended ballots in Minnesota. In Minnesota, a picture of unattended ballots in a parking lot went viral, raising suspicions of fraud. However, Hennepin County officials quickly responded. They released surveillance footage proving the ballots were untouched and acknowledged the security lapse. The county's elections director, Ginny Gelms, emphasized the importance of quickly getting ahead of rumors to combat misinformation. The battle continues. As we move deeper into the 2024 election season, election officials are working tirelessly to protect the integrity of the voting process. False narratives can spread like wildfire, but with fast responses and accurate information we can fight back against misinformation. As a reminder, always verify what you see online before sharing it. Thanks for watching. If you found this video informative, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated on the latest election news. Let's continue to support transparent, fair, and secure elections. Like, comment, and subscribe. Stay informed.